Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for February 15, 2024. And in the news this afternoon, 2 women among 4 shot and injured at a bar on Valentine's Day. 4 persons were shot and injured at a popular bar on Beckford Street, Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland on Valentine's Day. According to the police's corporate communications unit, the incident happened shortly after 10 p.m. The news understands that 2 of the victims are women who reside in Savannah Lamar. Wednesday night's shooting is the second of its kind. 3 weeks ago, 5 patrons at a party were shot and injured meters away from the popular bar. Reports from the police are that the victims were patrons at a party when a motorcycle with 2 men aboard rode up from the direction of Beckford Street and stopped. The men then proceeded to brandish firearms and opened fire at the crowd. At the time, the police told the news that the motive was gang-related. Woman to answer to housebreaking and larceny charges after allegedly stealing $300,000 from safe. A cosmetologist and a customer service representative are sent to appear before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court to face the charges of housebreaking and larceny after they reportedly stole $300,000 from a bedroom safe. The 2 women, 43-year-old Natalie Nelson and 22-year-old Alia Day, are both of a Holland Avenue, Kingston 20 address. Reports from the Duhaney Park Police are that between 1 a.m. and 7:45 p.m. on November 15, 2023, Nelson and Day used a grinder to cut off a lock to the bedroom of another occupant. They allegedly utilized the combination code to unlock the safe before absconding with the money. The matter was reported to the police. Both women were subsequently charged and are scheduled to appear before the court on Wednesday, March 27. British man arrested after $12 million ganja bust at the Sangster Airport. A British man was arrested following the seizure of 31 pounds of ganja at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James on Valentine's Day. Reports are that about 3:50 p.m., the man was accosted by narcotics operatives while in the process of boarding a flight to Manchester, England. After preliminary investigations, his luggage was searched and 31 pounds of ganja worth an estimated Jamaican $12 million was found in his possession. He was arrested for reasonable suspicion of breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. His identity is being withheld pending further investigations. Police launched the investigation after gun and ammo found under zinc in Olympic Gardens. Lawmen assigned to the St. Andrew South Police Division seized 1 firearm and several rounds of ammunition found under a sheet of zinc at a house in Olympic Gardens. Reports from the Olympic Gardens police are that about 4:10 p.m. on Wednesday, a team of officers was on operation on Wynn Street, Kingston 11, when they conducted a search of a premises. During the search, 1 Glock 9mm pistol fitted with a magazine containing 5 9mm rounds was found at the rear of the premises under a sheet of zinc. The weapon was retrieved. No one was arrested in connection with the seizure. Investigations are ongoing. Vibes cartel appeal hearing ends. Privy Council could rule in 3 to 4 months. The 2-day Privy Council hearing of the Vibes cartel appeal ended Thursday in London. Thursday's hearing focused again on the jury issues. It became clear on Wednesday that this is the primary concern of the judges and will likely be the main issue influencing their decision. The questions are whether the juror who had tried to bribe the 4 women should have been discharged from the jury, as the attempted bribery could have biased the jury against the defendants, as well as whether the jury being sent to retire to decide on their verdict about 20 minutes before the usual end of the court today was too late in the day and put pressure on them to reach a verdict. British King's Counsel Peter Knox, representing the government, argued Thursday that the trial judge had a discretion to send the jury to retire at any time. He said that the trial judge gave directions to the jury that would have addressed any possible bias on their part and that juries must be trusted to do their jobs. He said in any case, the evidence was so strong that the risk of bias was not an issue and that the verdict was fair. He argued that if the court disagreed, the case should be sent back to the Jamaican Court of Appeal for them to decide if there should be a retrial. In response, British King's Counsel Hugh Southey for the appellants said the trial judge's directions to the jury were not adequate. He said where one juror had already been let go and another had tried bribery, the jury's verdict could not be valid. He suggested if bribery creates a problem for the Jamaican justice system, the solution is to amend the law as the British have done, so a case can continue with the judge alone. He argued that a new trial should not be ordered since a cartel's high profile and the length of time since the first trial would mean a fair trial is no longer possible. The Privy Council is expected to rule in 3 to 4 months. Cartel, whose given name is Adidja Palmer, and 3 others were convicted on March 13, 2014 for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. The other convicts are Sean Storm Campbell, Kahira Jones, and Andre Matstos St. John. JLP and the PNP representatives to face off tonight in first local government debate. The Jamaica Debates Commission is seeking to assure the public that the questions to be posed to debaters in tonight's first round of debates for the local government election will be objective and free from outside influence. Representatives of Jamaica's 2 major political parties will be grilled on issues relating to local government policy. The debate will be hosted at the Creative Production and Training Center in Kingston starting at 9 p.m. It will run for 90 minutes. Brian Schmidt, Vice Chairman of the Jamaica Debates Commission, said questioners will have 30 seconds to pose questions to the candidates.
The questioners are going to ask the questions. They have 30 seconds to ask their questions. So no speeches from the questioners. And by the way, the questions are prepared by the questioners. The Commission in no way has any influence on the questions. We hear what the questions are at the same time when they're asked. Okay? But they have 30 seconds to ask their questions. The person that the question is directed to, they have 90 seconds to answer. And their counterpart, their opposition, has 45 seconds to rebut. Okay. So what we try to do is keep it as tight as possible.
The Jamaica Labour Party's Charles Sinclair, Richard Query, and Venetia Phillips will go up against Natalie Nita Garvey, Dennis Gordon, and Alan Bernard of the People's National Party. Low fish sales despite the start of Lent. The Christian faith-based community across the globe on Wednesday began the observation of the traditional Lenten period, which has customarily seen an increase in the consumption of fish. Consequently, vendors in the New Causeway fishing village in Portmore St. Catherine had high hopes for increased sales on Ash Wednesday. However, this was not to be. Several vendors complained of either low sales or no sales at all in what many say is unlike any year previously. Beverly Brissett, a fish vendor for over 40 years, told the news on Wednesday afternoon that she had not made a sale.
And I'm not getting no sale at all. From morning, nothing at all. We need everybody to come back into the market so that everybody will come in and everybody will benefit everybody.
Another vendor, Donette Watt, said she is accustomed to not having enough hands to sell fish at the start of Lent, but that has not been the case this time around.
Here I don't see nobody from morning to come and buy the fish. Some snapper, brunch, fresh fish this morning I got them. I don't see anybody from morning. I don't know why cause that them said it's Lent start. No, I don't know why cause that. Why people them don't come and to support us around here. This is the very slow start from around here.